what's going on, everyone? It's B. Avery with Just My Opinion.
And I'm Malcolm Toussaint, the Midnight Rambler.
And we're here with you today for our spoiler-filled review / opinion on Winter's Tale. And yes, if you did hear me correctly, I did say spoilers because we're going to talk spoilers as if you've already seen Winter's Tale. We're going to talk spoilers up, down, left, right, in, and out. So if you do not want to be spoiled and you have not seen Winter's Tale yet, I strongly suggest you go ahead and turn the video off now, or you can put it in that watch later list and come back later once you've seen it. So we're going to have spoilers, and you have been warned. So Winter's Tale, general impressions. I have no idea how this man to my right, your left feels, and I just really want to go first with my general impressions.
Okay.
I didn't know what to expect when I saw this, and honestly, I thought the performances in the film were pretty good. I thought they were great, actually. A lot of things I liked about that. There was a lot of dialogue that I did appreciate as well, especially confrontations between characters when they got to one-on-one. I thought the storytelling was great, too. But I thought the storytelling, the way they told the story, was a shamble. I think it was just a horrible. I think it was a wasted opportunity. So I like the characters, the motivation behind them. I like the performances. I even like the soundtrack. But the way they told the story was just, in my opinion, complete shit. So that's how I felt about it. What about you?
That's a very fair assessment.
Okay, good.
I genuinely agree.
Okay.
It wasn't, the story just was a big clusterfuck. I mean, just so much going on, and it didn't really come together quite well. It was a couple of scenes in there with some really good dialogue and really some good acting, but overall, it just wasn't a good movie. It's hard for me to fall asleep in a movie, and I almost did twice.
Yeah, I almost did too. I had to, rock back and forth just a little bit because, I mean, it was just a lot of wasted talent in this. And if I was a part of this production on, actors, actresses, I would be really disappointed. They really let you believe in the trailers and previews, what the tone was going to be. And it was the exact opposite. You know what I mean? You're misleading the audience. My expectations going to this, I had none. I barely knew about it. I mean, I knew it was coming out for a while, but I just didn't care. I wasn't watching trailers over and over again. Like, man, I can't wait for this. I just thought it was going to be another love story, for, of course, catering to the women in that demographic. And I just saw it because I can't be biased. And, it was a mixed bag for me. It was directed by Akiva Goldsman. Have you ever heard of Akiva before?
No, I have not.
Neither have I, probably because this is his first film that he's ever directed. Did a few things on TV I looked up before we shot this.
It's very ironic.
Yeah.
Because it felt like a made-for-TV movie that went horribly wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it still has some good.
It has some good moments.
But, the storytelling just put a shadow over all the good things. He hasn't directed anything before. He's produced a lot of things like I Am Legend, Lost in Space, Deep Blue Sea, Paranormal Activity 2, 3, and 4, Jonah Hex, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's a lot of stuff. I wasn't finna write all that down. But this is his first time, and he wrote it too. And I also believe this is based off of a book. And I'm very curious to see how the book played out because I just thought the storytelling wasn't great. What were your expectations?
I felt it was gonna be I didn't have too high expectations. I didn't know too much about it, but looking at the posters, I thought it was gonna be a winter love story tale. Like just kind of. I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. I mean, I like Colin Farrell. I mean, he's great to me. But that's pretty much all I had to go off of.
Yeah, and let's just go ahead and get into it. Colin Farrell, I mean, he's an orphan. I don't understand why his parents or his guardians, sent him astray.
Oh, in the boat.
Yeah, in a little boat. I don't know what that was.
That kind of took me out of it from the very beginning.
That didn't make any damn sense. I don't understand why they got rid of him, but why would you put him in a boat?
I understand what they were trying to do, but it didn't.
Please explain it to me because I didn't understand.
Well, no, he was gonna float back to New York, but I understand what they were trying to do, but it just didn't work for me.
It's horrible parenting or guardianship. I mean, I don't know. I just kept thinking that the boat was gonna tip over. or a shark is gonna come. It just I didn't really understand that.
Yeah.
That I just didn't understand that choice. And so we find out that he's an orphan. He grows up in New York, and he becomes a thief. A pickpocket. Under the wing of Russell Crowe's character, who we find out is a demon. And he was probably the best in the film for me, at least his performance. I really liked him a lot. I like what they did with him. Why you smiling like
No,
that?
he just he was okay to me.
Just okay.
Like he sometimes I feel like he went too Irish devilish to me. Like it just
really?
like was cheesy sometimes.
Yeah, he had the very raspy, like he needs to take a cough drop type voice. But I liked it. I mean, he's a demon, so he's not. He's supposed to be kind of scaly and daunting, and especially with his voice. So it worked for me, at least.
Well, at the very beginning, it was jolting, and I was like, "This guy's what is he doing? He's going." It's kind of like when in what's the movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. when he goes full retard.
Oh yeah,
I was
radio.
like radio.
Yeah,
I was like, no, come back, Russell, come back.
Yeah. Don't ever go full retard in a movie. You don't get awards. Even Ben Stiller said that. But no, the thing about it, this is a love story. They say in the tagline on the poster, this is not a true story. It's a love story. Did I buy the love story? I would have if they told it a different way. I felt that the timelines from 1856 to 1916 to 2014, that was just completely unnecessary.
It really was.
You could have just told a simple love story, the same character, same plot, just in one timeline. But for him to be so in love with a character that we find out that he doesn't even know, that he doesn't age at all. What is that about? What is that about? You're in love with someone that so you don't age? I mean, was there a spell put on him? Did he rub a magic lamp? Did he drink some potion? What is the point of that?
Yeah,
I thought that was a complete waste.
The supernatural element just didn't really hit home. It was just all over the place with the horse. And they started to fly at certain times, and they had a certain place they couldn't go. It's like, I don't understand what the purpose of this is.
I understood that. Now the thing about it was, this is a movie. Apparently it's a love story, but it's also a battle that goes on every day. And I'm not going to get too religious because I'm not trying to shove everything. I'm not trying to shove everything, but this is somewhat a religious movie. I mean, it talks about God, demons, choices, and hell. I mean, it does. It has the devil.
Well, I wouldn't call it. It's not too religious. It's supernatural.
Right. It's just supernatural. I mean, the devil going. Russell Crowe's the devil. No, Russell Crowe's not the devil. He's a demon. Mm-hmm. We'll get to the devil later. He's a demon, and he's working for the devil, Lucifer. And of course, all he's trying to do is go around and turn people's souls black and ruin miracles. And that's what the devil does. He's just a basic hater. I mean, he's angry and sad, and he wants everybody else to feel that way too. There's no motivation behind Russell Crowe's character of why he wants to destroy miracles and turn black souls, other than he's the devil. I accepted that. I was able to appreciate that because that's all the devil wants to do.
I felt like it was really cheesy.
Really?
Like I want to go ruin miracles. I understood what they were trying to do, but it didn't work at all. I didn't connect with it.
That's fair, but the reason why it worked for me is because that's just what the devil and demons try to do. I mean, they just try to ruin everything for no damn reason, and so I understand what you're saying. It didn't give you a reason to someone that possibly doesn't believe in that, but that kind of hit home for me. One thing that did piss me off was the amount of times they let the character escape and get away. Why? For example, when they were chasing him on the horse, he jumped over the horse, and then the horse started flying. When we first started realizing, okay, this is not an average movie. This is on some supernatural type stuff. When the horse just wants to jump over. Yeah, exactly. He just wants to jump over the gate and let him escape. When they were at not the harbor, but the bridge, and they put the horse in the net. The way Colin Farrell was able to, what was his name? Peter Lake. Mm-hmm. The way he was able to fight all those 50 guys off was completely stupid to me and unrealistic.
Yeah, it seemed like the miracle element was laid over the convenience part.
Right.
It was a little too convenient, and it's a miracle. Well, no.
And then
It just didn't work.
the horse comes, and you've seen it, but the horse comes in and saves. I mean, why didn't he fly away on the horse? I don't understand that. I don't understand how he was able
I
to
still don't
free
even
the
understand
horse.
the horse in general. I understand, but it didn't. He didn't have a backstory. I mean, is
It
this?
didn't. We literally. It was a horse that just showed up out of
Showed up.
nowhere. It really. It was a flying horse that showed up out of nowhere. To save this guy's life. Something else that I really just didn't buy was. Okay, she had some type of super duper fever of some kind, and I believe she said it was consumption, or not conception, but something that she had, and he made love to her to death. That is just so weird and uncomfortable to me. Like, what do you do? How do you? I mean, I'm just imagining if this was modern day at this time. It was back in the day that I don't think they had.
Come on, let's take it for what it was.
No, what do you mean? That was so weird. I mean, like she was like, make love to me before I can with anyone, and then
she was
died.
gonna die in a month or two.
That was just creepy. I mean, oh my gosh,
they got it out the way.
That was horrible. I mean, I don't know. Something that I want to talk about Will Smith's character.
Okay.
How did you feel about his character?
I didn't really understand. Like, he wasn't really necessary to me. Like, the character itself. Like, it could have been a dark figure or something. Like, Will Smith being in the movie just wasn't necessary. Like, he didn't save it. It was cool to see him in there, like, surprise, but
yeah. Even though it wasn't a surprise to us because somebody ruined it for us, but that's okay.
But you didn't know when he was going to show up.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I was like, Will Smith is about to pop up, and bam, that's when he got him. That's when he showed up.
Okay.
Some asshole spoiled it for me with another screening. I'm like, oh, I saw Winter's Tale. I was like, oh, I haven't seen it yet. Don't tell me anything. Oh, I want to tell you, but Will Smith is in it, and he's the devil. I'm like, shut the hell up. I was so pissed. But Will Smith is in the film, and he's the devil.
Mm-hmm.
I thought his performance was pretty damn good. I thought the makeup he had was shit. I didn't like that at all. The whole loop earring type thing, and he had some gray hair here. I don't know if that was his real hair, but the whole loop earring thing was a bit much. I do like when they were, getting, pretty upset and intense. They kind of growled and it kind of showed their true form. Something else that I did appreciate, just the devil, walking around in broad daylight. He looks like a normal human being, but. And that's just how the devil works.
Well,
he's a master in disguise.
He didn't walk around like that. You mean the demon?
Oh yeah, the demon. Okay. I'm sorry, Russell Crowe. His character. I mean, he's not walking around, with smoke coming from his limbs and horns and red. He looks like a normal person. He's a trickster in disguise, and I mean that worked well for me. When they finally revealed who he was, I mean, he was very powerful. He didn't have the respect from his peers, but he had the fear of his peers. He probably had both. When they walked into the diner and he demanded that we go sit at that table, and he was...
No, they feared him. I sensed they feared him.
Oh, yeah, they definitely feared him. I don't know if they respected him, though. That's what I was saying. I mean, they definitely feared him, because fear and respect are two different things.
Nah, somebody has that much power and can kill you like that, You
can be afraid of somebody but not respect them.
Okay.
I mean, for me at least. Wow. Anyway, okay. Well, when he went in there when he went into the diner and started placing his order, and the waiter was like, "Hey, we don't have this," and he just snapped and turned into a demon for a quick second and like snapped his neck or drug his nails or fangs into his neck and started drawing the blood. That was a nice little badass scene to me. I liked it. I mean,
that's when he went too Irish demon to me, like his mannerisms and everything. I was like, oh my God, Russell, this is too much. Oh. But like I said, it wasn't really consistent. A lot of the performances actually weren't very consistent to me. It was bits and pieces. When they were together one-on-one, it was some really great dialogue. Starting from when I guess the person who saved him, the Indian cat, when he was talking with him, it was some great dialogue, and it was bits and pieces like that. When they were one-on-one together, it was really, it felt genuine. It felt real.
Something else that I like. It was a very funny scene too. When Colin Farrell, towards the beginning, when he was breaking into the mansion trying to, break in and steal some stuff, he heard was it Elsie or the young woman that was ill that he ended up making love to and killing.
He didn't kill her.
Yeah, he did kill her. He smashed her to death. I mean, how did she die? She was already
She
hot.
was gonna die anyway.
She was already hot, and he's like, let me raise her body temperature more, and he fucked her to death.
He should
Basically,
have. She probably should have been in the snow maybe to help.
Oh,
but
let's go make love in the snow. That's even. Anyway, but he broke into the house and he realized someone was there. She was so out of touch with life, she didn't even care, and he was like, you didn't realize why I'm here, right? I'm here to rob you. And she's like, I don't care. How about I get you some tea? The whole dialogue between them, it was really, I really liked that.
Yeah, it was really good dialogue.
I bought it. I bought the dialogue where it was the one-on-one conversation with her father. He's basically like, look, she has his condition. What do you want? Why are you here? And he's like, I have no intentions. This is what I'm about. That was
a great scene.
I love that. That was a really nice scene right there. And that's when I really started getting in. Like, okay, I'm liking these one-on-ones.
Yeah, one-on-ones are great.
I like the characters. Soundtrack's pretty good. Motivation is just the timeline was this a complete waste.
It was.
And the horse with the wings. And here's my problem. When the characters in the movie do not understand what the plot is, how the hell do the director and the writers expect the audience to realize what's going on? When the horse is flying, I mean, even when Colin Farrell got on the horse and then he just started flying, he's like, oh, what the hell is this? You're some type of horse. How are you able to do that? But keep running. We don't want to die. Another scene when I want to say, I'm sorry. I just thought about this. What I hated, the so cliche of the Prince Charming comes in on the white horse. When Demon Russell Crowe found out that he was going after her, he came to the house and was trying to take her prisoner or just have her under her thumb. The way he came around the corner on the white horse and just saved her life and just swooped up on the horse, and I thought that was horrible. It was too convenient. I mean, it was just stupid. I mean, it was just dumb.
It was dumb. It's a miracle. That's
yeah,
miracle,
I mean, I didn't buy that at all. And then he's like, wait, come back. I mean, there was no sense of urgency there for him to actually stop them. I mean, it's like he really enjoyed the chase, kind of like a dog chasing cars. Like the Joker said in the Batman movie. It's like I'm like a dog chasing cars. I mean, I'll chase them, but I don't know, what I want to do if I finally catch one. But so many times he caught Colin Farrell to me, at least 3 or 4 times, to where he just let him go. Or he didn't give his 100% to seize the day or seize the moment. And that just really stood out for me. So when he comes and being cliche, saving the day on the white horse, when they started chasing him through the forest and the park, and then they jumped down the cliff and the horse starts flying again, it was another moment. She's like, how the hell did the horse able to, what's going on? How's the horse able to fly like this? They don't even understand what's going on in the movie. How the hell am I supposed to understand what's going on in the movie?
They weren't very involved with the whole miracle standpoint. It was like something that I don't know. Like you said, they just weren't informed on what was going on, and
exactly.
So you didn't empathize what was going on.
I mean,
you were lost,
they were lost. They were lost. I was lost. Even when they would jump to 2014, when he was going into, I'm assuming that was some form of library, and she was like, "Hey, I'll work here," and I forgot her name, Jennifer Connelly.
Okay.
Jennifer. Yeah. When she was like, hey, I work here, I can help you out. And then she saw the picture and she realized that, the picture that she was looking at from was either 1856 or 1916, and looked at Colin Farrell and saw that it was the same. She's like, whoa, how is this possible? Just another clock out more for me of how they don't know what the fuck is going on this time. I mean, that was just a waste.
Like, what was he?
To do that.
What was he doing? Was he just sitting on the park bench for all these years?
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, he thought he was in love. I mean, it's like he really wasn't in love. It was like that was his job. Like he was just trying to fulfill his destiny. He was very lost.
He was very lost.
I mean, what? Yeah, he was. Goodness gracious, for 80, 90 years, wandering around looking for. He doesn't even know who he's looking for. It was revealed to him off of a random. Jennifer Connelly's daughter ended up being sick again, and I mean that was kind of nice how they kind of just show how history repeats itself. And just how all things are connected was another thing that doesn't make sense. I'm jumping around here with the lights at the beginning. How when we die, we go up into the stars and we look down and we shine a light. And Russell Crowe, he liked to rob and steal a bunch of rubies and pearls and diamonds and emeralds and things like that. And the way the light was reflecting off of those, and that didn't make sense to me either.
It didn't. I mean, I still don't get it. I'm still. I'm just like Colin Farrell. I'm just as lost as I want to be right now.
Yeah, I mean, it just in any walk of life. Why go over a barbed wire fence that has electricity at the top when you don't have to? Well, you can just simply walk up to the gate, put the key in, turn it, and walk through. But no, they want to go over the move. Instead of being simple like that, they want to just go over the top and make everything complicated with this timeline and these miracles and special powers going over barbed wire fence, and that was just completely unnecessary. You still could have told the story of a love story and God and demons and all of this without doing that. And it was just a mess. It was a train wreck. I mean, do you have anything else? Go ahead.
Like I said, I mean, it was some great one-on-one dialogue scenes. That's what saved the movie. But while they weren't talking one-on-one, I was pretty much about to go to sleep.
Yeah. That is true. That horse. Another thing that I don't understand was when Russell Crowe was headbutting him. Was he trying to make him lose his memory? Because he did lose his memory. Or was he trying to kill him? I mean, all those dudes, they had all these. It was like 50. It was like 55 men versus one person, and the one was Colin Farrell's Peter Lake character. Instead of killing him, Russell Crowe decided to headbutt him 5 or 6 times and throw him over a bridge, and he didn't kill him, and he lived. And he just another thing that's frustrating to me. Why didn't you kill him?
Like I said, it's another case of things being too convenient. I guess as an audience, we're supposed to take that as a miracle.
Yeah,
I didn't buy it. I was just a stupid decision.
Yeah, I didn't buy it either. I wanted to buy it, but I just couldn't. So, yeah, I mean, it's a mixed bag. I mean, there were, like you said, I like the characters. Their performances were great. Some of the costumes, besides Will Smith, was pretty good. Great soundtrack. Decent story. Just the way they told the story was pretty bad for me.
It was a wasted opportunity.
It was a very wasted opportunity. I'm trying to see here. Did you understand the little thing with this boat? Oh, something else that I wanted to mention was I guess God gives the devil powers and he can take it away if he want. And like the demons kind of were like policemen, on their own jurisdiction, and they couldn't go to a certain quadrant. So I'm assuming that's why they had to stop chasing them when they jumped, in the over the cliff.
Yeah.
So when he got permission from Will Smith, I'm assuming he got permission so he can follow. But I think he also wanted to be turned mortal because he ended up killing them. I don't understand why he turned mortal though. Now I don't really understand how that little piece of that boat that he was, the little piece that he stabbed him with, that was on his boat or in that case in the beginning. Mm-hmm. That didn't really make sense to me either.
I guess he kept it, but
some little sentimental value he had that really didn't add anything to the story. It was just kind of put in there to, I guess, sew it all up, and it didn't. So, do you want to go first with your rating, or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Like I said, great characters, great performances, great story, great soundtrack. Just the storytelling was shit, and there were a few plot holes. So with that mixed bag, I have to give this a 5 out of a 10.
Okay. Well, again, it's hard for me to fall asleep on a movie, especially after I watched Pompeii all the way through. So I'm gonna give this this is a 4 out of 10 to me. Besides the dialogue, Colin Farrell doing a great job. It was just it was a sleeper, and not the good type of sleeper. Also, another thing I didn't like, it was so damn bright. The lighting, when they were, I guess, to add to the winter effects, the white was extra white, and I was like, oh shit, my eyes. But no, it was a 4 out of 10.
Well, there you go, guys. You've heard our opinion, and we would love to hear yours as well. Me, Avery gives it a 5 out of a 10. Malcolm gives it a 4 out of a 10. But if you've seen it, what did you think? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you haven't seen it and you're watching this video, go see it anyway. Just because we didn't really care for it doesn't mean that, you won. This could be a cinematic masterpiece to you. I doubt it, but hey, who knows? Because all movies are subjective. So if you want to find me online, you can on Facebook at facebook.com/justmyopinion, or Instagram and Twitter at justmyopinion84, or at the website justmyopinion.net. Malcolm, where can people find you online?
You can find me on Facebook as well. Also Instagram MTOOG, or Twitter Malcolm2 G.
So there you go, guys. You've heard our opinion. We want to hear yours as well. So comment in that comment section below. Give us that thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button. Become one of our subscribers and share it with the world, because we don't mind. And before you go, don't forget that my name is B. Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace. Hell of a mixed bag, my friend. Hell of a mixed bag.